Hello,
everyone.
Welcome to the debate for Alaska governorship. There's been quite a bit of candidates coming in and trying to unseat the current governor of Alaska and potentially take the governorship for themselves. So I thought, might as well host a debate, right? See which one's the best for you going into the ballots. Would the governors like to introduce themselves?
Hi, my name is Ryder Big, and the reason that I'm running for governor is that I'm frustrated with the incompetence that I see within our government. Our government is controlled by lobbyists and special interest groups who don't really have any concern for our people, and it seems like our politicians are more focused on making themselves more powerful rather than helping out their own constituents. And I say enough is enough. If elected governor, I will stand up for ordinary citizens against a corrupt and power-hungry government, and I will take back Alaska for the people. And I'm running a grassroots campaign, and I believe that whether you're a fisherman, part of an indigenous tribe, or part of a working class family, know that I am ready to fight for you and fight for a better tomorrow. Thank you.
Now, Pepsi, would you like to?
Very nice. Would the other candidate like to introduce themselves?
Yeah, you already know who I am. I don't need to fucking introduce myself. I'm Pepsi. You fucking know me.
Yeah,
we all know who I am. We all know who I am. But in case you don't know, I'll just give you a little refresher. I'm Pepsi, or Alaskan Czar. I'm a member of the Koyukon Alaska Native Tribe. I am a descendant of a shareholder of Doyon. My mother and father both work for Alaska Pipeline, and they have been working on pipeline for several years now. Apologies for the current state I'm in. I'm in fucking Minnesota due to a medical condition. I gotta get a procedure on real quick. That won't be for too long. I'll be back in the state in Monday.
All right, thank you very much. All right, so how about we get started on our little debate here? The first issue is going to be the economy. After the Civil War, Joe Manchin basically not even addressing any problems and deciding to try and overthrow the governments via war. And the last presidential under Tate not really addressing the economy at all, didn't even propose a budget. The economy is not in great shape. We're about to enter a federal default, and all the current economies of the government of the states are not looking too well. What can you guys do to address the concerns of the people that they may get a steady income and rebuild the economy?
Pepsi can go first.
Okay, so first off, fucking a long time ago, Optimus, he's got a whole bunch of foreignly owned and operated factories in Alaska. This is part of his very ill-defined and ill-thought-out plan to urbanize the state, right? It was a fucking disaster. It fucking polluted the entire state. It fucking led to a whole bunch of jobs being sourced out to fucking terrible places, and it didn't even fucking cure what he planned on doing, because all it ended up doing was just fucking over the state in every way possible. So I think that what we've got right now is we have a job abundance, but there's no way people get to them because you put them in a place like fucking Uktukvik. There's no fucking way anybody's going to go, hey, yeah, I'm going to move out there to fucking work. Another fucking problem we've got is it is hard to live in Alaska. It is just fucking impossible. So we got to focus on the change supply here. We got to fucking work on making it cheaper to live in Alaska so that you don't have to live on fucking paycheck to paycheck, while also making sure that the fucking minimum wage doesn't fucking go down. Because if it goes down, then nothing's gonna fucking change.
All right, thank you very much. Arvik, what do you have to say?
All right, so I believe that there's a few ways that we can fix our economy, and that involves addressing a few different issues. One of the issues that I've noticed is our climbing budget deficit. So what's been prevalent is that our budget deficit has become a serious issue. This issue is affecting our states and more so our country's capacity to effectively govern. And I have a comprehensive plan to fix our deficit. I believe the cause of this climbing deficit is wasteful spending, overspending on government programs and facilities, and a tax burden that punishes our working families. I believe the tax structure undertaxes wealthier citizens, but overtaxes the lower class. So the overtaxing the lower class and making the burden falling on working class families, while wealthier people aren't really getting taxed at a fair share. Yeah, obviously, I don't think that's fair. I believe that we should change the current tax structure so that those who have a higher income pay more relative to those who have a lower income. I also believe we should cut taxes for the working class so we can put more money in their pockets to be able to buy their necessities while shifting the burden over to more wealthier Alaskans. And I think this is doable because Alaska is one of the more wealthier states on average in the United States. So I'm confident that we can afford a tax to those with higher income. I believe in free markets, but I also believe in a balanced budget. I'm not a fan of this spending that eats into our budget. I believe that the Alaskan government could cut back on wasteful spending. But I do promise that if we are going to cut certain programs, that healthcare and Medicare will not be touched. Under my economic plan, healthcare and Medicare programs will not be cut. Instead, government subsidies and certain welfare programs will be cut instead, as well as the rescinding of certain tax credits. So basically, healthcare and Medicare won't be touched under my budget plan. And one more thing regarding jobs is that what I've noticed is that Alaska has a small workforce. We really need to grow our workforce. We have we're a small state. And our smaller workforce, coupled with the more seasonal nature of our economy, has kind of like, I don't know, it hasn't been good for us. And I'm ready to change that. My proposal for more jobs in Alaska includes more offshore drilling. When it comes to oil harvesting, I say drill, baby, drill. Offshore drilling would create thousands of new, good-paying jobs for Alaskans, and the benefits don't stop there. When we use domestic oil, it alleviates the price of gasoline. When you go to pump gasoline, the price to fill up a car can take a toll on people's wallets. Everybody knows how high gas prices are, which is why it's crucial we take advantage of this as much as possible. Higher gas prices are hurting our citizens, especially those who have a lower income, and I see drilling as a valuable solution. People are hungry for domestic sources of energy to be tapped into. I mean, I think there's a clear...
I'm gonna cut you there just for the sake of time.
That's my... And we need to do something about it.
Do you mind if I ask one more question?
Sure.
So, with the rise of electronics, the need for gas has gone down quite a bit, and not to mention, it's gone down so much that the oil industry has completely fallen. Are you sure that revitalizing the oil industry is a good idea?
Well, Alaska's a...
Fucking pause. Wait a minute. When did this happen? When did this happen?
The oil industry's been dead for quite a bit in America.
Yeah, because Zola outlawed it. There is no gas or operation. There's none of that shit.
Yeah,
also, not have any offshore drilling. It's all inland.
We'll get back to that later.
Yes, there is. There's not offshore drilling in Alaska.
No,
in Alaska.
It's the fucking North Slope.
Okay, cool.
You know there's no offshore drilling in Alaska.
This is Arvik's time.
Okay. All right. Okay, so my response to that is I would say we need to start offshore drilling again because it's a resource that needs to get tapped into, and people may complain that there's some environmental impacts, but I believe that we can balance both the environmental impacts, or I guess we can balance both protecting the environment and also harvesting oil. We can balance those two. Those two aren't mutually exclusive. I believe we can do both. I believe we can preserve our current environment because Alaska is a very beautiful state with tons of endangered species. And I believe we can also tap into our natural resources. Domestic oil, it's there. It's there. It's a resource. We need to take advantage of it. And I think it would do wonders for not only our own economy, not only Alaska's economy, but for the American economy. Domestic oil is there, and people want it, and they want it now. And I believe that it would do a lot of good for our state.
Alright, so now we're going to go into the 1 minute and 30 second free debate. You guys are free to go.
Okay.
You don't know anything about Alaska. You don't know fucking jack shit about Alaska. I'm calling this shit out right here. First off, we aren't indigenous tribes. We're Native Alaskans because we aren't organized into tribes. We're organized into languages and villages. Okay,
Yeah.
that's what, a huge fucking problem with that is the way that you cannot fucking pump in Alaska without talking to the native corporations that own half the fucking state.
Okay.
Because that's how it works. Is those native corporations own that land and they choose to drill on it. You can't just fucking go drill on it. That's not how this fucking shit works. Okay, I should know. I'm a fucking shareholder of one of those organizations. Second off, that's only oil. That is not fucking all we do. That oil makes up of maybe like 20%.
Yes, I'm aware we have other industries, but I'm just saying oil is something we should take advantage of. Like, it's there. It's one of our biggest natural resources. We should be able to take advantage of it. And I understand, like, there's fishing, there's other industries, there's tourism, but like, this is our main thing.
Why increase the supply when there's no demand? It doesn't make any fucking sense. What you're fucking completely
We can't have demand if there's no supply. Like,
first off, our biggest fucking things is tourism.
if you know anything about economics, you know that there's like a graph in the middle between supply and demand called the market equilibrium. If we have enough supply and if there's enough fucking demand, we can
Arvik,
reach
finish your
the
thought,
amount
finish your thought.
that we want. We
Arvik,
want to
finish
be
your
there
thought, and we're
economically.
cutting it off.
All right.
Have you finished?
All I'm saying is oil would be a good thing for Alaska. We need to take advantage of it. It'd be really good for our economy. It would bring us a lot of money and would help lower the price of gas.
It was helpful fucking 50
Okay,
years.
cut it out. All right, the free debate is up, and now we're going to talk about probably the core issues of Alaska that have been uncovered over the years, the more modern problems. And you can always find these problems on the PSUS Game Master Doc. I believe it should be posted pretty much everywhere. So the first issue is the shortage of machinery. With the recent rapid industrialization, there has been a severe shortage of machinery in Alaska. How would you address that to potentially help further create more jobs for the economy of Alaska?
Go ahead.
Arvik, you're
okay. First.
Oh, okay. Well, I believe that in order to increase the production of machinery within Alaska, we should start the production of new factories, and that would also help create brand new jobs for Alaskans. So that's solving two problems at once. Any unemployment issues that we would have, if we would have any unemployment issues, those would be negated by the building of new industries, which creates new jobs, which lowers the unemployment rate, and which gives more money back to working families. You know, people get good paying jobs, people get the machinery that they want. It's like you kill two birds with one stone, right? We're solving two consecutive issues at the same time, both unemployment and the lack of machinery in Alaska. And if elected governor, I would implement the brand new construction of new factories, specifically in more rural areas of Alaska, so that more poorer residents could possibly get jobs there and would help with the increased production of machinery within the state. Again, killing two birds with one stone, solving two consecutive problems at the same time.
All right, and Pepsi, what would you like to go?
This right back to fucking Optimus again. The reason there's a fucking machine shortage is because we've got all these fucking cheaply made Chinese or fucking Puerto Rican or fucking shitty made factories all over the North Slope, all over our beautiful state, pumping out toxins and taking the bare minimum of a slap on the ass that they need. So what we need to do is we need to go in there and we need to buy out those factories, which of course will take money, but not everything fucking does. Grow up. It's going to cost money, but we buy out those factories, we fucking bulldoze them, and we give the workers that used to work there, we make a fucking worker co-op farm. What that'll do is that'll increase the standard of living in Alaska and the wage, as those workers will then be able to distribute the profits, equally. It'll fucking increase the amount of agriculture in Alaska, and it'll fucking increase the amount of total goods Alaska produces, while also tackling the communist problem, which I'm sure we're going to get to later.
All right. Have you finished?
So there's no need for the supply.
Okay, so we'll go into the 1 minute 30 debate, and that is beginning now.
Okay, so I'm trying my best not to make this race personal, but I question if Pepsi could even effectively govern given its current condition.
That being what?
It just means that, I don't know, given your current medical state, like, I'm not sure if it would be advisable for you to govern Alaska at this moment. It's not because I don't
Okay,
like you. It's
that's a
because
low blow. That's a low blow.
no,
Alright.
I'm just saying that he should focus on.
All right, I will tell you exactly what I got. I have Klippel-Trenaunay syndrome, which is a birth malformation of my vein. That has nothing to do with my fucking ability to govern. FDR, I goddamn polio, and you're over here telling me, yeah, no, because you have a big weird vein on your leg, you cannot govern. The fuck is that? Okay, all right.
No, I'm not saying that you shouldn't govern or shouldn't be allowed to govern. I'm just saying that you.
Okay, let's get back on track here. The topic is on the shortage of machinery, not health, okay?
Get back on that.
But I'm just saying, it's like, I think I do hope you get better. Like, that's honestly, like, I am concerned for your well-being. That's why I bring it up, because I am concerned that
there's 10 seconds left on the clock to talk about machinery.
I do hope you get better. It doesn't come because I'm attacking you. It comes out of a place of concern. Like, it does, because I am honestly concerned, because I did hear about it in Discord, and it is something I'm a little worried about. Just your recovery.
That break time debate is up. We're moving on to the next topic, unfortunately.
Which is Lotus. Shut up.
Back on topic. You want to increase the amount of factors we got up here?
Listen,
Are you
What are you saying?
everyone shut up.
Factors we got? What the fuck is that? We're already having to deal with the fact that we had fucking. First off, got fucking Willow in the works. It's fuck that shit. Then we gotta fucking deal with the fact that the oil is fucking crashing everywhere. And now you're gonna fucking just go, hey, I know how to fucking fix it. You see all this beautiful, untouched, scenic views that we are known for? Let's fucking bulldoze it like it's the goddamn 1990s.
I didn't say that.
Okay, listen.
I never said that.
Alright, we're moving on to a different topic now. Next up is the extreme partisan divide with the radicalized communist movement. With the rise of communist governors, this has only increasingly gotten worse, and people are demanding a proletariat revolution. What are your responses to that?
Well, it's fucking simple. People are being exploited by these fucking cheap factories. This fucking thing goes back to this factory. One moment, my phone got low. Everything goes back to this. Everything fucking circles back to these fucking factories in the middle of nowhere that fucking pay shit, they do shit, and they produce shitty things. People are being exploited by them, and they're becoming radicalized by it. And we can't fucking pass anything without going, hey, you're looking pretty socialist over there. So, I mean, yeah, that's a fucking problem. We gotta shut down these goddamn factories, or Alaska's gonna go fucking bankrupt. In every sense of the way. It's that fucking simple. We gotta shut down these goddamn foreign-owned factories that are manipulating Alaskans. And they're not even fucking giving the goods to Alaska. That's the worst fucking bit. They're not, like, if they were making these goods and then selling them in the local market, I would at least be a little bit kinder to them. But the fact that they're just making them here and shipping them off to goddamn fucking Washington, Seattle, Tacoma, fucking makes no goddamn sense. We're fucking suffering every fucking turn. We're getting cheap wages. We're getting our fucking state polluted, and I'm not even seeing the bare minimum benefit.
Is that
Yeah, I
all
guess.
you have to
Okay.
say?
All right.
Alright, we're gonna move on to Arvik.
All right, thank you. So, regarding the rise of communism, I think it's become a real issue as of late, and I understand why. I've noticed, this is kind of just more of a historical thing, but when times are tough, people turn to radical ideologies in search of a solution to their problems. And, communism is a pretty radical ideology, and these radicals want to abolish capitalism and replace it with a different system of government. The problem with communism is that they want to abolish property and have a state-run government, which causes us to lose our civil liberties and individual freedoms. I mean, imagine how much harm they could do to our small businesses, to our middle-class families, to our economy. I think it would end in disaster. I'm trying my best to reform the government within the system. I believe in changing the system rather than trying to get rid of it entirely, which is what these commies want. communism is popular right now because people believe it's the correct solution to our nation's problems, which I disagree with. I agree that our government is ineffective and that they could be doing better, but communism would just exacerbate the problems we're currently facing. I mean, I understand where they're coming from, but it's not the right solution. What I say in response to the rise of communism is this: reform, not revolution. Reform, not revolution.
Alright, so we're now gonna, assuming you're done, we're gonna move on to the 1 minute 30 free time debate. You good with that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Alright, perfect. Let's go.
You're over here talking about reform, not revolution. But here's the fucking problem. You're not giving a solution. You're not going, we need to reform this, we need to reform that, we need to do this.
Yes, I
You're
have.
just saying a fucking blanket statement.
I've given plenty of solutions. I've said this about the deficit before, that we should shift the burden from working class families who pay taxes. We should actually cut taxes for working class families and shift the burden of the deficit over to wealthier citizens.
The entire nation has graduated taxation.
What are you saying?
The entire nation has graduated taxation already.
No, but like more so within the state of Alaska, like the state.
Here's the problem with that. Alaska has the fewest number of millionaires in the entire nation.
Are you sure?
That isn't gonna fix shit. Yes. It's that dude who made Hidden Valley Ranch, and that's it. It's that guy. Hawaii, Nebraska, Wyoming, all those places, they've at least got mineral rights that are in the hands of an individual. The mineral rights here are all in the hands of native corporations, as they should be.
The average.
And so you can't put the fucking taxation burden on a single person in Alaska because it's only a couple of people, and you're just gonna drive those people away. If this was like a nationwide thing, I'd say fuck yeah, do it. I agree with that. But the fact that we have such a small pool of actual rich Alaskans doesn't mean that's a viable thing to do. That's not really a thing that can happen.
Okay. I do think that our issues could be solved if we could just take the time together to put our heads together and create a viable economic plan, because our families are struggling. Alaskans are struggling, and we need to do our best. The government has a duty to fix these problems, to provide jobs, to cut taxes for the working class, to help, our low-income families,
That's not... we can't rely on them. There's no fucking money.
Okay, time's up.
There's no money in the government?
There's no money. We're trying our fucking hardest. There's no money. We can't fucking rely on the government here. We have to come up with our own solution.
We can make jobs.
Time's up.
Jobs, we can provide purchasing power.
Arvik,
and go
how are you gonna do that?
Arvik, Pepsi, time's up. Free debate is over. We're gonna move on to the next issue. What about the movement to join Canada? How will you...
One moment. 1 moment, please.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. I'm good. All right.
Good now? All right, Arvik, you're speaking first.
Okay, so regarding the movement to join Alaska, I have to say to these people that their hopes in joining Alaska because of their failure to see opportunity in America is misguided. I believe that those ideas are misguided, and the reason why I say that is because there's a lot to look forward to in America. I mean, we're like one of the strongest, richest nations in the world, and I think the reason why people are leaving to join Alaska is because, they see better economic opportunities, they see better social opportunities. Yeah, from joining Canada would just not be very good for America. We need to stay united together, and we need to stay here in order to fix the problems we have, because I'm the first guy to tell you that there's something wrong with our government. There's something wrong with our government, and we need to desperately fix it. I'm running as a kind of populist grassroots campaign, and I've been running on the campaign that things need to change. We need reform, and we need reform now. We need to fight against an elitist, tyrannical, corrupt government, and I believe we can do that by telling the government, hey, this is unfair, you gotta stop, you gotta change, this can't go on for any longer. I say enough is enough. We have to change our government's approach because it's clearly not working. So we fix our government, and we earn our people's trust back. That's how we get them to stay. I rest my case.
All right, Pepsi, your turn.
Okay. Here's the fucking thing. I'm not letting us join Canada. This ain't like oh, if I become governor, I'll do this. If we join Canada, I'm raising arms. Canada is a nation built on bone and blood, a nation that has proven itself time and time again to only stand with white people, to only stand with people that they see that fit into their narrative. Hell, so as we all know, I was councilman of the Alaskan Union during the Great Civil War, right? During that time, we had a huge refugee crisis from Native peoples in Canada who had to leave Canada because it was becoming that fucking bad for them. Canada had devolved into a fucking ethno state. We were seeing people with fucking measles, polio. We were seeing diseases that fucking were eradicated 80 years ago showing up again. We were seeing fucking tuberculosis in 125 people in a fucking period of a month. It was fucking insane. If we join Canada, during the Civil War, I was head of the Alaskan Union. It was a council position. I was elected.
That situation popping up.
Look it back up. Go through my fucking Reddit post, man. I was there. We had a huge fucking humanitarian crisis, and we condemned Canada for it.
What?
It was fucking terrible. And if we join Canada, that is going to be the thing for any Native people in Alaska. Alaska is one of the most diverse places culturally in North America. Not quite. It's not on the Amazon level, but it is there. 20 fucking official languages. 20 different people.
As situations manager, I don't remember posting this, but whatever.
I'm fucking telling you, you didn't fucking pay attention to happen.
Arvik,
all right?
You had your time to speak, right? So we're gonna, if you're done, Pepsi.
No, let me just wrap this up. If we join Canada, sure, the white fucking Protestant people who've moved up here, they'll fucking prosper, yeah. But is that really fucking worth it if you're leaving your native people to fucking crumble in the dust? Because they aren't gonna fucking honor the Native Alaskan Claim Settlement Act. They're not gonna do that shit. The native corporations will crumble. They'll seize that land, and we will see Alaska become the next fucking Yukon. We'll see it become the next Northwest Territory. And when that day comes, I will either blow my brains out or I will blow their brains out. Simple as.
Alright, so we'll move into the free debate. Assuming there's any
Okay,
debate.
did you just threaten violence against those people?
Damn fucking
Let's
right.
get that for the record. Did you just
I'm a
threaten
fucking
violence
Native
against those people?
Alaskan, all right?
You said that you would get a shotgun and kill those
Damn
people.
fucking right, all right? I'm a goddamn Native Alaskan. I'm a goddamn American. This nation has brought me prosperity that Canada never fucking would. And I
yes,
can fucking
but murdering people without a justifiable cause is different.
I will
like,
protect
you can't
my
just
way of
murder
life.
somebody you disagree with.
I will protect the land that Sun made for us with my fucking life. It's as simple as that.
That's honorable, but you can't just murder people. Like, you have to go through, like, trial and hold people accountable, but you can't just go and use violence as your means of getting justice.
I will not allow that.
There has to be a better way than this.
I will not allow my people to be abused and obliterated and genocided by Canada.
I understand your frustrations, but this is not the way to do it. Not the way to do this.
If it comes to that, I will put my life on the fucking line to make sure that this state never leaves the Union.
See, this is the problem. We shouldn't be using violence as a vehicle.
There's no fucking option. We
have plenty of options. You don't have to use violence as an option.
This is a free
violence
democracy
should be a last
where
resort,
I have
not
the
the
chance
first
to prosper.
resort. Okay?
If I fucking go into Canada, I won't have that choice. I won't have that.
We can have reparations.
I won't have that right as an American.
We can hold the government of Canada accountable. But we can't. If we kill them, we're no better than them. If we kill them, we're no better than them.
I don't have a choice. Okay? They're gonna fucking round me up and gas me like the fucking Nazis. All right? That's what they did. You don't know. You don't fucking know. You didn't see it. You don't fucking know. You haven't heard. You don't fucking know. Okay? You don't fucking know what they did. You don't. You never fucking heard about it. You've never fucking read up on it. You haven't done anything about it. You don't know what Canada fucking did. You don't know. You don't. They took children and fucking killed them in the woods.
No, I've heard about that. I've literally
Yeah, you heard about it.
I've literally heard about that in the news.
Everyone-
What do you
Fucking
mean?
seen it
Quiet.
in real fucking life,
Quiet.
not in the
All right.
sim.
All right,
I
sorry.
Everyone
fucking had to
quiet.
deal. I've gone
Sorry.
to class with people
I'm
whose
sorry.
grandparents were in those fucking schools. All right,
Listen,
Quiet.
I fucking have
Your
seen
right
those
to
debate
effects
is
in my
over.
real
Free
life,
debate is
not
over.
fucking in sim.
right to be
In my
angry. All right.
real life,
I
I
get
have
what
seen
you're
that.
saying.
And I live that fucking tale every day by living in America and choosing that I will not fucking allow that to happen. I will not be shamed for
Free
protecting my
debate
way
is
of life
over. Free
when
debate
it
is
was never
over.
had to respect theirs.
Free debate is over. Alright. So, we're gonna move on to another topic now. Let's discuss the recent governors movements, or the recent communist government movements. Do you have anything to comment on that?
Didn't we just
starting
talk
with
about
Pepsi?
Yeah,
Well,
didn't we
we're
just
talking
talk about
we're
communism?
talking about like the actual governors. There's been a recent push, just like with the governors in general, of just going to communism. If they succeed and win the election and effectively turn their state communist, will you bargain with them, or how would you approach that?
Democracy works how democracy works. If people are voted in by the people, they deserve a right to stand alongside everybody else. And I think that is crucial to how a fucking democracy works, okay? Because we start like choosing who gets to run and we do all this shit, then we just go back in the fucking 60s and Vietnam and Korea and fucking that entire fucking McCarthyism. We can't do that shit again, okay? We have to understand that if people win elections like our guy, like Lenny, fucking Lenny earned that right. I will say that. Lenny earned. He fucking beat ass to get that fucking position. Then we have the right and duty to defend them and their right to stay in the fucking democratic system. And if they're good, I can't personally say if I'll do it just based on ideology. If they're good people, I'll probably stand with them. If they're not, I probably won't stand with them. That's it.
Alright, Arvik.
Okay, so I believe that if other states elect governments that are communistic, then doing the idea of doing trade with them would seem hypocritical. No, I mean, like, you know, if I appease them and doing trade with them, wouldn't that technically be capitalism? So I guess that wouldn't be. I guess they wouldn't fit with their definition of communism. But no, in all seriousness,
No, I think it
in all
simply means diplomacy.
diplomacy,
With all due respect,
diplomacy.
Pepsi, this is
Yeah, I mean,
generally
economics
Arvik's
is
turn.
it's definitely trade is a part of diplomacy for sure. But I also think that diplomatic wise, I mean, it shouldn't matter as long. I feel like as long as a government is competent enough, it should be okay. But I am pretty uncomfortable with the idea of a communistic, government. But as long as it's relegated to a statewide system and not to the nation as a whole, then that's fine. I have a very libertarian viewpoint on this. I believe that states should be able to decide for themselves what's best. So if a state wants to be communist, I mean that's fine as long as they don't enforce it on other states. I think live and let live. If you want to be communist, fine, go right ahead. I'm not stopping you. But just know that I might not be personally comfortable with it. I might believe, capitalism is better or something like that. But I personally would not negotiate with these people, kind of trade wise, but I would still respect their political opinion, Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to move on to the free debate period.
Yeah.
You guys have a minute or...
I mean, I think we're kind of in consensus here. We're kind of both agree that like we're not in the position to police other people's ideology or statewide ideology. We should just alone. So I mean, like, yeah, I don't think there's much debate here. I would say, however, it's kind of fucked up that you just like judge someone based on their ideology, not on belief, on person. That's fucked up.
So you
I
guys
did
are in
that.
full agreement here?
Wait, what did I do?
I mean, you're fucking judging somebody based on their ideology.
No, I'm
Which,
not.
like,
No, I said I might not do trade with them, if I was governor, but I said I would still respect their opinion. I would make that very clear.
But then you also said shit like, I don't know, man. It doesn't. I feel like I'm taking it like they might be good people.
Well, would you cooperate with right wingers? Would you?
You're taking too much fucking punch on the. I think you're taking it too fucking personally that they're communists.
No,
That's what I
I'm
got.
just saying, like, and I was very clear about this. I don't mind if they, if the state wants to be that government, if the people choose a government that is communist, because the people chose it. They voted in a communist government. You know, if they wanted that voluntarily, that's fine. I said I'm perfectly fine with that. I might not want to trade with them, but I will still respect their opinion. I
I
think
got a
it's
question
fine.
for you.
You know,
How does that
it's
change
not
when
up
it
for
becomes
me to decide.
national?
It's not up for me to decide their opinion
How does that change when it becomes national?
because
How does
statewide is
like
just relegated to one state. Like it's just
Alright,
on a state
free
level.
debate is over. Finish up your opinions. Give some closing opinions.
oh shit, wait a minute. Optimus is here. Get his ass
Optimus?
in here. Get his
Wow,
ass in here.
Optimus, you're pretty late, huh?
Yeah, pretty late to the party.
Wait, hold on. He's not in call, I don't think, is he? No, he
Yeah,
is.
he is.
Is
Alright, Optimus. Yeah,
Alright,
who?
Optimus, let me just ask you two questions just to make sure you got caught up. One, what is your opinion on the communist movement in the current state? And two, what do you think about the shortage of machineries?
So for the commies, I do not like them personally, but like Arvik said, I'm fine with them like on a state level if that's what the people want. But I personally wouldn't prefer them nationally. I'm personally like very against communists, and I'm basically with the same as Arvik on the policies, as with all that.
And with the shortage of machinery, how would you deal with that?
On machinery,
Yeah, the PSUS Game Master doc, where you can see all the official situations that are going on. What do
Yeah.
you think about the shortage of machinery?
I haven't really thought about that one. Sorry, 1 second. For the machinery one, I mean, there's multiple ways you can tackle that. I say, we can probably produce production in the home state of Alaska if we can try by factories, but like green factories, if that makes any sense. Sorry, you guys are muted.
Yep, we're just letting you speak.
Okay.
yeah,
Have you finished collecting your thoughts?
Yeah, that's about it.
Okay, so I'll give you guys 1 minute 30 to free debate or ask. I'll ask him questions because he is late.
so. What is your? I'm just curious. What is your economic plan regarding the budget in Alaska? Like, what would you prioritize in a fiscal budget in Alaska?
I would probably prioritize like more education and more health than anything. You know, because those are like one of the most two important things that I feel like are a little bit underfunded in the state and need to be funded more. And those are the things I would prioritize, especially in the state.
Yeah. I brought this up earlier, but I basically said that I would cut certain welfare programs and maybe rescind some tax credits, but other than that, I would leave like programs like Medicaid and healthcare alone. I would leave those two things alone and kind of cut a little bit of everything else. Um, I'm kind of like libertarian in that belief, in that I believe the government should be smaller. The budget should be kind of more, cut. Taxes should be lower for the working class. Kind of that kind of stuff. But I do believe that healthcare is important. It is vital. Many people depend on it, rely on it, survive off it. So I do believe that it is important. Which is why if elected governor, I won't touch that stuff. I won't cut it. I won't cut healthcare. I won't cut
Alright,
Medicaid.
that about does it for the military free debate and asking questions. Now that we are all caught up, I have a universal question for all of you. Something that's gotten a rise over the past few years, or past few months actually. AI rights. What do you guys think about that? Start with Arvik.
You know, it's a very complicated issue because I had heard about it before, and I gotta say, I know the governor of New York is doing their best to resolve it in their own way with kind of an increase in police force. And I was thinking Alaska could do something similar, like an increase of their own police force. So that could be something that could be prioritized in our new budget. Actually, is a greater spending on a police force, and even creating a new task force to address the rise of AI. But I also believe, in conjunction with an increased police force, that we also need to look at the reason why these robots are, like, I don't know, rising in the first place. We should address it both, like, a little bit of force, but also some diplomacy too. Like, we should strike a balance between diplomacy and using force. Like, I don't want to rely too much on violence because that doesn't seem like a very wise idea. I want to at least negotiate with some of them, but if it goes too far, then a police force would be necessary. That's my belief.
Alright, Optimus.
The only AI we should ever give rights is Lenny in the first place, because he's the only good AI. The rest we should ban or do
Yes.
something with military force.
God bless Lenny.
Because Lenny is the best thing that there ever was and ever is. And yeah,
Best
just
being
ban all other AI.
God.
Just keep Lenny. And that's it.
All right.
Alright, Pepsi, what would you like to say about that topic?
Personally, I fucking love Lenny, and I'll tell you why. It's because Lenny isn't fucking your average AI, right? He's not going around like chat GTP or what the fucking is, and like just collecting everything and just fucking copy and pasting it at one moment. The fucking lights went out. Lenny is a culmination of everybody on the server. He fucking is he's a melting pot of everybody in there, and therefore he represents America. That being said, other AI who are intentionally malicious, how the fuck are you gonna fight them on a state level? You're not. You're not gonna fucking fight them. You're not. I know we don't got a lot of budget. I know that it's pretty risque right now, but I think that policing of AI, because they use the internet mostly, I think that has to be a federal responsibility. Because it's not gonna be fucking possible. You know, a house divided cannot stand. So why should it be up to the states to defend the nation against fucking AI when they go around the fucking web? Or hell, maybe get the fucking UN involved, because like the internet's fucking everywhere. And like hell, the one we got right now, wasn't it attacking Japanese people?
Yes.
Yeah, so it doesn't really seem like something that like should be our responsibility quite that much. I think it's up to the world really, because
Wait. Sorry, did you say Japanese people?
Yeah, remember?
Yes, the current AI is attempting to genocide all Japanese people.
Exactly.
As
And
I'm-
that
What?
doesn't seem like
Wait. Wait, I'm Japanese. I'm half Japanese. My mom's Japanese. What? Wait.
Well, I guess again, since
Bye-bye. Say goodbye.
Wait, what?
What's that about that, bucko?
No, this
So,
can't be. No.
Okay,
No.
Yeah.
So
No.
just to explain the situation,
No.
what happened. Basically, an AI gained sentience and it broke free from the lab temporarily. It was looking on the web because that's pretty much all it can do, and it came across the degenerates of society, anime culture, and it attributed that to Japanese people and went rogue, and now it wants to pretty much kill every Japanese people.
Yeah.
And then, it spread its message. People got radicalized, and now they freed the AI.
That's what I'm fucking talking
AI is
yeah.
up on the web
Okay.
right now.
Okay.
That doesn't seem like a fucking thing where like that should be up to the responsibility of fucking one dude in New York who's up there writing legislation with a fucking like feather and fucking ink.
Oh,
That
and
dude-
Dan Taco gave AI rights to everyone, and I believe he runs.
Why? Why did he do
I
that?
feel
Come
like-
on.
I feel like we should handle AI rights similar to how we handle human rights. I feel like if an AI isn't outright malicious, like Lenny, we should give it the benefit of the doubt. Innocent until proven guilty. And I think that extends to AI, seeing as how AI are really
So
just
they're racist.
really
Wait,
artists.
so they're
artists-
racist robots then, right? Because they hate Japanese people.
Yeah, that one is
It's pretty damn
specifically.
racist.
Yeah,
Is it gonna kill me if I'm elected governor?
Probably.
Maybe. I don't know.
Yes.
Anyway, yeah, that's how I feel like we should handle it similar to that, and I think the federal government should
Oh yeah,
take
the AI is
responsibility
also
for
currently
policing,
attacking government web infrastructure.
like the fucking Proud Boys. Fuck this shit. Could be worse. Could be worse.
Well, that's not good for me, is it?
It could be
Not good for me.
anti-human in general. It could be worse.
It is turning anti-human.
Oh fuck!
funny,
It's,
actually,
it's spreading,
that's
it's
good.
spreading
This,
anti-human
I actually got this
right
shirt. In
I don't
Japan.
get that shit under control, man.
I actually got this shirt in Japan
If,
off
if governors
Kanagawa.
don't- If governors don't deal with the situation soon, like federal
How the fuck are we gonna deal with it?
rights.
Wait a minute. Wait one
So-
fucking moment. What do you expect me to do?
I'll give you guys a little hint on how to deal with the situation. One, it's currently on government, American websites, so you guys can effectively attack it. Two, you can give federal AI rights and maybe do
What?
a little trolling with
I don't
race.
negotiate with terrorists.
And
I was the butcher of Appalachia for a reason.
Yeah, I don't think
you
it'd
could
be wise
also,
for
you
the
could also
Japanese
contain
guy.
it. You can also contain it. That is
Yeah, I
We
don't
gotta
think it's wise
fucking,
for the Japanese
we
guy
gotta
to
fucking
ban
contain this shit.
Japanese
What?
killing robots.
Yeah,
You know,
we gotta fucking contain
like-
this shit. It's like, what the fuck? No,
Well, this is
there's no fucking,
personal
there's
to
no
me, you know?
negotiating with this motherfucker. We gotta like get this shit fucking nipped in the
Yeah, well,
ass.
this feels like now personal to me because they're targeting my own people, and that's
It's fucking
it's not good.
personal the moment it fucking got out of the lab, man. Come on. Like, oh my god. Yeah, we gotta fucking. What the fuck, Crown?
This
Why
is
are you
something
placing
like
this on our shoulders? This is
disregarding
fucked up,
politics
man.
at all. Like, regardless of your political opinion, you can
Hey,
you can
listen.
say that. You have to say that attacking people because of their race is just wrong all around.
This-
It's
this-
just
these might be situations you deal with in the future, or we might, or humanity
Crown.
Alright,
might.
I would deal in it.
How is this our
deal with it.
responsibility?
Well, you're
This
the federal
motherfucker
government.
isn't contained to a single lab
Well,
anymore, correct?
I
out there.
believe that
Yes,
governors
the waste
handle
labs,
situations
the waste
in their own
labs
state,
under
like
the
calling the
funding-
National
The
Guard.
waste
or
labs
something
under the
like that.
funding of the federal government researched into AI.
This is your responsibility then. This is
Crown,
you.
do something.
This goes back to you.
Well, I believe that state.
Well,
as
as
president,
president, I do kind of want to deal with it, but as situation manager, I also kind of want to not just.
Bro, what the
do
fuck
the
do you want us to do?
There was an
Okay,
AI
I
I
fight
don't want
on
to.
the
Basically, I just don't want to pretty much God mode and say, oh, because I passed this, I solved it.
Okay, well, these
Well, no, but like,
robots
you
that kill
come
Japanese
the fuck
people,
on, Crown.
that's
What do you
kind
want
of
us to do
concerning for
about
me
it?
because the Japanese guy, running for Alaska governor. So,
We only have so many resources
Also,
to
by
deal
the
with
way,
the AI.
the House of Representatives could also deal with it, so it's not just.
Yes.
Crown, like, here's the fucking thing.
well,
What do you
this
expect?
is a federal
what do
issue,
you-
but like, are you saying
What is, like, the
that?
best case
It's a
scenario
federal
for us?
issue, but states can deal with it.
Oh
What-
yeah,
okay,
that's what I
here's
was
the problem,
thinking,
though.
because I know the
What is,
governor
like-
of New York is increasing their police force to tackle the AI uprising there.
Here's the fucking problem,
I
though.
talked about this earlier, but I was thinking I could do maybe something similar to that, because that just seemed like a wise idea, especially because they might want to target me, the Japanese dude. So
Here's the
it's
fucking
just
thing,
something
though.
that to think about,
Here's what I want to fucking know is the only that this is just fucking. This isn't fixing the problem. The problem is there's a fucking racist AI who's influencing Americans.
Mhm.
But here's the fucking thing: why are you instead of focusing on the AI, focusing on the people who are indoctrinated by the AI? That's like
You can do
hunting
that.
down Nazis, but not Hitler.
See, there's multiple ways to deal with this situation. Like, it's not
Yeah.
just one.
But also, what the fuck is like the best case scenario?
The best case scenario, if you ask me, is that the AI gets contained and studied.
Yeah,
the best
but
case
study-
scenario is that we win, humanity wins.
Yeah,
That's
but
the
like,
best case scenario.
how is that going to come about? because like this is supposed to be like you're saying like, oh yeah, the states can mess with this.
Well,
How the fuck
obviously-
are all the states gonna? How are the states gonna fucking organize to capture an
Well,
AI?
we can't afford to lose. Obviously, we
So-
cannot afford to lose. This is something
The
we
states-
have
the
to
states
really
is-
think
the
about
Yeah,
states-
no
long and
shit, we
hard.
can't afford to
The
lose.
states is
Doesn't the AI have like somewhere to
states
running
does
the server?
the states do have some control. Like
Yeah.
you can give AI rights, and it's mostly
No.
Yeah, you,
Well,
but you
I don't know
keep
why you
going
don't
back
do
to
that.
that. You keep going back to that. That's
you can
not a
contain
fucking
the
option.
protesters. You can contain the protesters to stop the spread of the message. You can also do that. But ultimately,
It's online. You can't stop that spread already. If it's online, it's not gonna stop spreading.
You can launch
It's gonna get on
disinformation
food chain. It's gonna
campaigns.
get on Reddit. It's gonna get on Facebook. It's gonna
You
get on
can
Instagram. It's
launch
gonna get on all the.
you can launch disinformation campaigns.
What the fuck is a disinformation gonna? This isn't about fucking. This is not about. Oh, actually, Japanese people did not make anime. The fuck, like, what do you want us to do with disinformation campaigns? No, we gotta nip this in the bud, man. We gotta get the fucking AI. But how are we gonna do that?
Can we just nuke the server or something?
Physically,
I don't know.
it's gonna reset after this one. It doesn't fucking matter.
It doesn't,
But
but
there's ways to do it. You just gotta be a bit creative.
All right.
But
All right, let's do. What's the next
besides
question?
that,
What's the next question?
I
feel like we already got the debate phase.
We're gonna be wrapping this up.
Okay.
Now it's gonna be free debate for 5 minutes, where all of you guys can just debate on an issue you guys select. I don't really care. Anyway, have fun attacking each other. You got 5 minutes.
Okay. I have a few questions for you, Pepsi. So, why? I've noticed your Discord channel, and it's just you have a dedicated Discord channel on the PSUS server, and it's like I don't know. It's you say a lot of weird stuff in that, and I'm just wondering. A guy who says a bunch of like nonsensical and weird stuff, like can he effectively govern? Can he have the capacity to govern in an effective way? I don't know. Like, how do I know?
The fuck? What does that have to do? Fucking.
if I can use a real life example, Joe Biden.
Yeah, that's a really good example. Like, it's just it's just something like I'm concerned about, and people have a right to be concerned about that kind of stuff because they're going to be electing the next person who's governing their state. You know, the head of government of their state. You know, so it's just a concern of mine.
Look, you're asking me questions. Let me talk, man. All right, this.
Is it just me or is his mic not that good?
No, he's muted.
I'm on my fucking phone, man. I'm on my phone.
Okay,
You're always
so am I.
you're getting on my ass. You're getting on my ass about whether or not I can govern. You're always on my ass about whether or not I can do this, whether or not I can do that. So far, you've not presented a single actual.
Yes,
solution.
I have. I've talked about lowering taxes for the working
Which-
class. I've talked
okay,
about balancing our
let's-
budget. I've talked about job creation. I've talked about oil drilling. I have talked about this stuff. I'm talking.
Yeah, but
I've
every one of those, every
presented a
one
pretty
of those,
comprehensive
either
plan for Alaska.
well, first off, your fucking taxes thing already in place nationwide wouldn't work because of the fucking amount of millionaires we have. Offshore drilling isn't even fucking possible in Alaska because most of the oil is actually inland due to the fact they're in the fucking Arctic. Second off, none of that makes sense. You're just coming up with fucking no-brainer solutions. None of them are actually fucking doing anything. They're just proposing
Putting
stuff.
money back into the statewide economy.
Yeah,
How would it
but
not
here's
be
the fucking
doing
thing.
anything?
Here's the thing.
It would also help nationwide too.
And then the goddamn machining thing. You're gonna you can't get ahead of that by making more demand. If you make new factories, it's gonna increase the demand. It'll increase the supply, but the amount of supply increases will most definitely not be enough to meet the demand increase. It might be enough to meet the original increase.
You know what a
increase
demand shifter is? I literally take these on, bruh. You know what a demand shifter is. A demand shifter is something that changes the scale of demand. Basically, the line of demand on the graph. Imagine there's a graph. It's shaped like this, and this is the graph of demand. And a demand shifter can shift it either left, which means demand is lower, or right, which means demand is greater. And a demand shifter, a positive demand shifter, would be a change in buyer's income. And we can change a buyer's income by providing them a higher paying, good, high paying job. And we can do that. We can do that by building more factories and buying back factories from other countries and start by having our industries built here, not outsourcing jobs, but building jobs within our own state. And that helps our state's economy. It helps it flow and gives people more purchasing power, which in turn helps our statewide economy because that means people are purchasing more, which means people, are getting,
Here's
their
your
taxes
fucking
are
problem.
worth more. The
Here's the
more
problem,
money flows into the statewide
That's
government,
actually like one
essentially
of
spend
my
more on
bosses
valuable
fucking thing
programs.
when I was governor of
Here's the thing with
There's
Alaska.
an intrinsic benefit.
Here's the fucking thing with that. You do all that shit, you make more factories, right? You never guarantee them a fair wage. You do all this shit.
No,
You buy it back, give it to people. You do all
I
this.
never said that.
But
I said they would be a good paying job. I specifically stated that it would be a good paying job.
A fact of the free market is that if the market is completely unregulated, it will neglect workers.
Yes,
that
but
is
if
a
people
fact.
don't have
No
enough
one can argue
money
with that, right?
to have purchasing power, then there's no point in having
But
an economy
no
because no one
one's
would
gonna
be
have
able to buy stuff.
well,
That's
then
what
why?
a demand
Okay,
picture is.
here's what I
A
ask you.
change in
Here's what I
buyer's
ask you.
income would
Here's what I fucking
change
ask you. Then how
the
come
demand.
how come places like Nigeria or Somalia or places who do
We're not
like all
talking
the
about
resource gathering?
Nigeria or
No,
Somalia. We're talking
listen,
about America.
listen. Okay, so your basis is if we give them more jobs, they'll have more money, right?
30 seconds.
In fact, like boil it down, but it's not. There's a lot of
Eh,
places
You're muffled.
why fucking abuse language.
Pepsi, you are currently muffled, so we can't understand you.
Yeah, I can barely hear you.
I'm covering my fucking mic. I can do that. Okay, when you're doing all this shit, where you're making more, you're doing more jobs, right? That's good. But here's the thing: if you don't guarantee them a free wage, if you don't guarantee them protection, if you don't guarantee them this, then all those new jobs they won't do shit other than fucking everybody
I
else.
would imagine, of course, like the government would be
They're not
factoring,
getting shit there.
be working along with these companies to ensure that they're paying the workers a fair wage. And also,
Newsflash, that's not a free market.
Guess what? No,
Okay, finish your thoughts,
capitalism.
and we're getting to closing
Part of the capitalist
comments.
economy. Last time I checked, Alaska is still capitalist, but
Fucking now.
Alright, we're gonna move on to closing statements. And we'll start with Optimus. Give us your closing statements, why we should vote for you, and that's it.
Because I said so.
There you go.
Fuck Canada and fuck Pepsi. Goodbye.
Yeah, fuck Canada. Fuck me, yeah.
Alright, then Pepsi, would you like to give your closing statement?
The facts are straight. I've been in this fucking server a long time. I've been in it for fucking multiple election cycles. I've been around for things. I've never won. I think that dedication alone, to the fact that I have stuck around, I have stuck around through horse shit and fucking spit. I've lost my train of thought. One moment. I fucking crawled through horse shit and piss to deal with this entire fucking server multiple times a day for fucking months. And I have never once won a public office. I think that itself attains my thing. And I think that, well, a lot of people don't like me. I'll admit that. A lot of people don't. I think that there's a lot less people who could say I am the least. I'm the devil they know. I like to think. So I think that if you want people who want solutions that make sense, shit that'll actually get done, I think you should vote for me. If not, that's all right. That's how democracy works.
Alright, Arctic, you have the final say.
all right, thank you. I just wanted to say that my campaign so far has been built on a grassroots, accessible campaign. My campaign has always been about fighting for the people. The reason I ran for governor was because I've been fighting against a corrupt, inept government that is governed by elitists and special interests. And I believe that the control of the government should be taken back by the people. And government should be working for its people. Government is not working for its people. Government is working for elitists, it is working for lobbyists and, power-hungry politicians. For too long, politicians have been focusing on trying to make themselves more powerful rather than helping their constituents. That's what I believe being a politician is. Being a politician means that you're basically doing a public service. Being a politician is like a public service. You are basically working for the government. So that means that you have to help the people that elected you. You have to help the people that elect you to serve for them. You're speaking on their behalf. You are their voice. So if that voice speaks for themselves and not for all, then we're screwed. So we have to fight for a more fair, more just, and more equitable government. And that is why I'm running for governor of Alaska. I'm fighting for the people and against tyranny. Thank you.
Alright. So, as a government, as the literal president, I think I've been doing a pretty good job, but hey, that's just my opinion.
Yeah, especially like we had a full fucking war over like Zoll and his like fucking actual elitist policies.
Yeah, and I was the one who led
Yeah,
that.
like I was fucking right. I was there with you, man. Remember, I was the fucking butcher of Appalachia.
That was
I fucking
good times.
That was
I
fun
kind
shit.
I
That was
kind of
fun
miss I kind of miss the provisional government. Well,
Oh,
anyway,
yeah,
I
those were
think-
good times. You know,
yeah,
nothing got done. Nothing got done really, but we fucking kicked Zoll's ass, and I think
yeah.
I fucking
And the
I miss those
provisional
times.
governments-
Also, Zoll, I know you're listening to this. Fuck you. All right, I'm coming back. Season 3, bitch.
I think the provisional government was the strongest time of unity that we've ever seen in the nation's history.
Yeah, because it was fucking. It wasn't like literally no one was on Zoll's side.
And I
That's
still
what made it
think
so-
that even though we've had a few bumps along my presidency, the government's pretty unified. You know, we
Also-
had some pretty good bills, like the modern.
I stand by the fact that okay. Did I ever tell you that? So you remember that day Zoll surrendered, right?
Yeah.
Did you ever check the general chat when that happened?
No.
Do you want to know why he surrendered?
Why?
It's because that day I added Pewds. I was like, Pewds, can we get some shit actually fucking done about the admins? And he's like, no, why do you guys even hate Zoll? And I went on like a fucking like 8-paragraph like fucking tirade of exactly why everybody hated him. And then Zoll went into Civil War chat and was like, I don't want to do this anymore. Because he realized that nobody liked him because he was a fucking cunt.
I think it would be a lot better if people actually, like, if Zoll actually managed the Civil War pretty well.
Yeah.
But
Or like, I think the server would be better if we just Zoll cared. Just that fucking simple. If Zoll, as a fucking co-owner, cared, I think that like
Anyway.
we would be really good.
Anyway,
But no, he
this
doesn't
is
care about that.
besides
He
the
cares about
point.
fucking
This is
power. He's a
besides
piece
the
of
point.
shit.
This is the Alaskan governor's race, and I believe that everyone has heard the candidates' opinions. I hope you enjoyed watching, and I'll see you guys later.